my friends. I am Peymon Mottahedeh, the president of Freedom Law School, which I created in 1996. In this presentation, I will cover for you briefly why Hunter Biden should withdraw his plea for not filing 1040 tax returns with the IRS for years 2017 and 18. Yes, folks, this is the Hunter Biden that you all known and seen, folks. Yep, he's a coke guy. He is having his coke thing in his mouth, and the news came out June 20th in the media that he has pled guilty to federal tax charges, and those tax charges, folks, are misdemeanors for years 2017 and 18. Folks, he's guilty of a lot of stuff. Okay, he's NBC for corruption. Okay, Ukraine situation with his dad, getting kickbacks, getting jobs he doesn't deserve so he can funnel some money to his dad. That's all true. But as far as income taxes, he never owed the IRS any money at all. He should not have pled guilty. He should withdraw it, and here's why. I'm going to show it to you now from the Internal Revenue Code. Here it is, folks. The federal tax laws are all right here in book form, folks. All these tiny font, tissue paper thin papers. I cut through it for you from the government's official legal websites. Okay, folks, here we go. The IRS's website. The 1040 U.S. individual income tax return is for U.S. individuals. What does the term U.S. mean? We'll get there in a minute. And here's the instruction manual for the 1040 form. It tells us on page 8 about filing requirements that these rules apply to all U.S. citizens. I agree. But these U.S. citizens, where is U.S. that they're referring to? Let's see. Here is from the Code of Federal Regulations, Title 26, Internal Revenue Code, the official regulations by U.S. Treasury. Part 1.1-1, Income Tax on Individuals. General Rules. Section 1 of the Code imposes an income tax on the income of every individual who is a citizen or resident of the United States. I agree, but United States, what does it mean? Let's go to the Internal Revenue Code for that definition. Yep. Folks, Internal Revenue Code is found at uscode.house.gov. And here it is, section 7701 on definitions. Okay. When used in this title. What title are they speaking about? Title 26, the Internal Revenue Code. This is the book of federal tax laws. Okay, so they define many terms that are mundane, but they still want to define them very specifically, and they do it also for the term United States and state. The term United States, when used in a geographical sense, and that's what we want to know. What land mass is United States that they are referring to? It includes only the states and the District of Columbia. All right. How about the term state? Shall be construed to include the District of Columbia. D.C. is not even a state. But guess what? They mentioned none of the 50 states, and they mentioned the District of Columbia, which is not even a state. And folks, these definitions are binding upon us. This is a U.S. Supreme Court in the case of Stenberg versus Carhart, which came out in the year 2000. And it tells us this: when a statute or law includes an explicit definition, we must follow that definition, even if it varies from that term's ordinary meaning. Yep. And it is axiomatic, self-evident, or obvious that the statutory definition of the term excludes unstated meanings of that term. If it's not there, if it's not stated, it's not there. The term states in the United States does not include the 50 states. And here it is from another Supreme Court case, Gould versus Gould in 1917. A unanimous 9-0 U.S. Supreme Court tax case. And it tells us that in the interpretation or understanding of statutes, laws, levying taxes, and understanding laws that impose taxes, it is the established rule not to extend the provisions of tax laws. By implication, there's no implying that 50 states are included in the definition of United States and state, because it's not, okay? Beyond the clear import of a language used, or to enlarge their operations so as to embrace matters not specifically pointed out, and furthermore, in case of doubt, the tax laws are construed or understood to be most strongly against the government and in favor of the citizen not being taxed. Not strongly, most strongly, folks. And guess what? Here's another definition I'll bring to you from the Internal Revenue Code. This one is section 4612, subchapter A, tax on petroleum. And here it says, for the purposes of this subchapter on petroleum, they have special rules and definitions like you see here, including the term United States, which means the 50 states. Look at that. 50 states is there. And District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, and much, much, much more. They did not forget about the 50 states. When they can tax something like oil in the 50 states, they can and do it. They did not forget about the 50 states when it came to definition of United States in section 4612. It's simply not there. So what does that mean? Hunter Biden should withdraw his plea because there's no law requiring him, who is not a citizen or resident of District of Columbia, to file and pay any federal income taxes. And guess what? Same thing with you. You are not a citizen or resident of the United States, therefore you are not required to file income tax either. For more details, folks, okay, you can go to our website at freedomlawschool.org, or in the description below, you see a link to a more complete, detailed video on this subject. Watch that. And folks, you can stop filing and paying income taxes legally. You can stop withholding on your paycheck. Stop making payments to Swamp in DC, folks, and restore freedom for you and your family, and be free and safe, guaranteed, if that is what you want. Go to freedomlawschool.org, and we'll see the video below, and start living a free life now.